So now is the time where we kind of take the bag apart a little bit down to its constituent pieces again, and start the process of moving on to the next site, figuring out what we want to take to the next site. So I'm going to see what I can do to lighten the load before I go down to the quarry. See if I can lighten the load and get it into one bag so I'm not carrying anything separately. We'll see how we get on. Anyway, I'll catch up with you once I've found some kindling and we're on our way to the quarry. Right, just pulled up the nearest parking spot to Foggington Quarry. Just follow the trail straight down there. It's over that ridge, only about a mile and a half, not far at all. Found myself some plywood. So, got a nice big pack of kindling to take over, so I've got wood for the night. So now I just need to repack this lot back in there again, but only the things I need for this one. So I'm not going to bother taking the twig stove. I don't need the cast iron skillet. No steak tonight. It's boiling a bag meal tonight. So I should be able to lighten the load, and if I can pack it all smartly enough, I might even be able to get it all into one bag, which should be nice, because then I wouldn't have to be carrying and lugging extra equipment with me. So let the packing commence. I'll get back with you shortly. Well, I did it, sort of. The kindling's in the bag at the bottom there. I probably could strap the tent quite comfortably onto the top there, but the cordage I need to do it is inside the tent, and I don't want to be unrolling the tent to get it out, so there it stays. Let's get this loaded up on my back and get heading off down the trail. What a beautiful day. Gorgeous today. So much better than the trip I did back in August. I can actually see the skies are blue. Well, here it is. Just walking up the path to it now. It's a decent path. Like I say, it's a good mile and a half, I'd say. But we're almost there. So the actual quarry and reservoir is off to the left, and the old quarry buildings are off to the right. Let's go see whether somebody's nicked the best camp spot, or whether it's still available. Not exactly riveting, is it? Right, well, tent's up anyway. Put guy lines on that side. I might put the guy lines on that end as well, just to stop it from being too flappy, but honestly, once in it, I don't think it's going to be too bad. It's going to keep the worst of the wind off anyway. Same problem as yesterday. The ground's kind of damp. It's not too bad here compared to Belliver, but it is damp. Anyway, next job is going to be water, because the water is all the way down over there. So I'm going to take the filtration bottle and the cook pan and just fill the cook pan up one at a time and bring that whole pail of water back. Apologies folks, I was going to take you down to go and collect the water, but about halfway over there I realised I didn't bring the camera, so I didn't really feel like coming back and getting it. I do apologise. Anyway, so we've got 3/4 of a pan there. That's all squeezed out of this. This is full, and I've got some vitamin water going in there just to give it a bit of flavour. But I've got a nice little fire pit thing here. I'm going to go and grab some more rocks and try and build this up a little bit, just to kind of protect it a little bit more from the wind. If I can get away without having to use the nasty metal one that flaps around all over the place as a windbreak, then I think we're on to a winner. So I'm going to get cracking with that now, build that up and cut that down. It's turning into a beautiful evening. I don't know what's going to happen if I put the sun in there. Oh, that's bright. For those of you who might not be aware, feather sticks is where you use a knife to create little wispy feathers. can be very easily caught. So we want a piece of kindling that's got nice straight grain in it, and a knife that's sharp. I gave this one a little sharpen up before it came out yesterday, and then holding with no fingers in the line of fire, and we're just going to create some gentle little curls like that. The trick is to not make them too thick and to not break it off like that. Anyway, whole load of that in the bottom of the firebox, and we will have a roaring fire with very little effort. Basically, the principle of feather sticking is just that you're exposing as much of surface area of the wood as possible to the flame, the ignition source, whatever it is you're going to be using to light the fire. So this has high thermal mass because there's quite a lot of it. So to get this to burst into flames, you have to put a lot of heat in, because you've only got a small amount of surface area compared to how much wood there is. Here we've got tons of surface area to hardly any wood. It's literally the opposite. So this will catch, but it will also burn very quickly. So we create some feather sticks like this, and then when we're done creating the feather sticks, we can just break them off, pop them in, and then we need to back that up with some nice thin slices of kindling, really thin pieces. I mean, this makes me look good. It's just purely because the kindling is really dry and a nice and straight grain. Smaller pieces of kindling we're going to need. What you can do is feather stick the end of one of these, light that with the lighter, and then place that in, and that'll be our actual fire start. But it's tricky because you're trying to do it with a very small piece of wood. So I'm going to break that one off because that will be my starter stick. Kindling into just some smaller pieces. I've got some really little pieces up this end, some slightly bigger pieces down this end. Alright, I think that is safely enough to get us started, and once it's burning comfortably, there's really no need for cutting it down some more. This is kiln dried. It's bone dry. So once the fire is established, it'll go all of its own accord. Oh no, that's just knocked me a pile over beautifully. Well done, Mark. Doing well, mate. Doing well. Well, the sun is almost set. It's 7 o'clock now, so just as the sun goes down, I'll just watch the sun go down, then we'll get this all lit and get our dinner for tonight. Warming up, chicken curry with potato and rice. I'm joking, it might be alright, I don't know. Just to temp it up a little bit, I've got some Spanish toasts garlic and parsley Spanish toasts, nice crunchies. I might use them to kind of dig it out, just to bulk it up a little bit. There's only, I think the whole thing's got 360 calories in it, so it's not gonna really make out a full meal. But I did have a late lunch after the massive pancake breakfast this morning, so once again I've got my spirit split stove with me, just in case. I might just fire it up in the morning just for the hell of it, and use that instead to warm up the water for the porridge in the morning. Just for the sake of, I've brought it with me, I might as well. Right, I'm just going to get my chair up, I think, and wait for the sun to go down. Being that I couldn't get my tent pegs in, I don't think I need to worry about the legs sinking into the ground like they did yesterday. Or at least if they do, they won't go more than about an inch before they'll hit a piece of granite. This is a granite quarry, after all. Oh. It's been a very relaxing day today. I don't feel like I've really achieved anything. Probably because I haven't. Just waking up, making pancakes. Didn't really get out of Belvoir until the Belvoir Forest, the area I was, until about 12 o'clock, about lunchtime. Went to Princetown, used the facilities. Don't really feel like digging a hole out here in the wild, and it's frowned upon on the moors, so don't really want to be doing that. So I went and made use of the facilities in Princetown, grabbed a drink, and then had to go down as far as Tavistock to actually find the kindling. Grab some lunch while I was down there about 3-4 o'clock, and then drive back up here, park up at the end of the trail and walk in. Not a particularly taxing day as these things go. Ready for a good night's sleep though. Definitely ready for another good night's sleep. Hopefully this wind stays relatively calm. The tent's kind of flapping around a little bit in the breeze over there, but nothing too dramatic, nothing that's going to keep you up in the night, you know. I've definitely had trouble sleeping in tents before. It sounded like a freight train. Waka, 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 waka. Just flapping all through the night. Right, I'll bring you back when it's time to watch the sun go down. Won't be long now. Other than young couple over there, it is so quiet here. It's uncannily quiet. I'll see you in here. Hope somebody wasn't relying on that. Dug into the granite. We're in a fair old drop. Just look at that view over there. help you down because my hands are wobbly. Look at that. Hey, that's ridiculous. I will most definitely be coming back here. It is eerily quiet. But there's so many camping spots. So I mean, there's where I am, plus a few different bits and pieces in and around here you could probably blag. Up on top of there, it's a bit rocky, but if you've got a good sleeping pad, you'd be alright. There's a spot down there, that looks like an old fire pit or something that's been built over there. Where the young couple are, out over there, so there's at least 3 different platforms. The dad and his kid down there, behind that rock. And then, I don't even know what might be out there. There's plenty of space for people to, you know, more than one person to camp in here without causing any grief to anybody else. I mean, looking at it up on the top of the cliff there, there's probably a flat spot up there as well, actually. Would be a bit more exposed, but that's okay. I was hoping for an epic sunset, but I don't know whether we're going to get one. We may have to just make do with some pretty clouds. Unless I go scarpering up around those rocks up there to get on top. Which I might do if I'm feeling adventurous in a minute. Just got to be a little bit careful where I am. Just because there is a drop. And everything's rock down here. This is a granite quarry after all. So quiet. So incredibly quiet. That's not bad now, is it? Not bad at all. So that's where I'm camping over. There's my tent there. And I've just walked down through here. And up this trail. And lo and behold, look, another camping spot. Not bad at all. So peaceful. When I came to get water earlier, I came down this path here. By the way, seeing as how I forgot to record it. Just look how clear that water is though. For a quarry lake, it is clear. Obviously it's stagnant. Still needs to be treated with caution and boiled and whatnot, but honestly you could probably get away without filtering it, just boil it. It's that clear. Right, back to camp. So, as I said before, depending on how the wind plays with us, this should be fairly straightforward. Just going to tuck that in, and amongst all of that, and just wait for it to start catching the rest of it. Give it a hand with this one as well. Put that one down the back maybe. Right, just like that. Nice and straightforward. No faff. And then we just start plopping the little sticks in. Banking her up. There we go. Didn't really need as much kindling as I've got, but it never hurts to have too much kindling. Right, time to get the lantern lit as well, so just pop the glass up. That's the end of my stick on fire. And hey presto. Drop the glass down. And the lantern's lit too. Lovely. I think might be about to hit a boil. Oh, she's a boiling alright. Right, Captain. Here you go. Oh! And for your luxury steam bath. Oh, do not want the handle down there, otherwise I will not be able to hold it. Minutes. It's got to be in there for 7 to 8 minutes. I might have to whip it off every now and then, stop it from boiling over. But hey, better to have it boiling over than not being able to get it to boil. To control the boil, the stove is working so well, I'm actually having to hold the pan ever so slightly off while it calms down. In fact, I think it might have just about calmed down now. It's getting all a little overexcited in there. Right, well, it's been on there for about 10 minutes. Just cleared the stove off so I can get some warmth because it's getting a bit chilly out here tonight. So, my fingers. That's dinner for tonight, nicely heated through. Just going to pop that one back on a minute. I'll whip her up to a boil again, ready for the hot chocolate. Which, by the sounds of it, won't take very long at all. Right, I better get some hot chocolate in the cup. Right, let's see if I can actually pour out some hot water to make hot chocky without burning my hands. I think not, but I'll try anyway. Well, I lost most of that. But I've still got plenty in there, which is good. Plenty of so I can have a cup of tea later. One spoon, which will be needed for both the dinner and the hot chocolate. Oh, spilly, spilly, spilly. Look at the rightness of that one. Oh, yeah. And then dinner is just a case of peel the lid off and open her up. Oh yeah, mustn't forget me garlic toasts. Half of these will be champion. Use a couple of these to scoop the old chicken curry up. Right. I guess we best test the curry on its own first. It's alright. It's a bit watery, but it's alright. It's got a lovely flavour. Can't see that on the camera, can you? Steam going everywhere. Yes, sirree. More. Please, sir, can I have some more? Oh, what's the bet I'm going to burn my mouth with this? Now I'll have to leave it a little bit longer. I'm thirsty though. Grab me water. Apologies for the rude interruption, but I've run out of space to record a few too many nice long videos over the last 2 days, so while I do some backing up and storing, I'm going to get on and eat my dinner and drink my hot chocolate, and I'll get back with you once I'm done. Laters! Curry was lovely, especially with those garlic toasts. I think it wouldn't really have been quite enough without them, but they weigh nothing, so it's not like a massive chore to bring them. Just need to find the space is all. Well, still got half a bag of kindling to go. Just see how long I feel like staying up for. So quiet. Right, well, I've got the fire rip-roaring. Trying to keep warm. There's just a chill breeze blowing across the camp, which occasionally you can see taking the flames with it. Oh, don't know whether you can hear that. That's the moon, by the way. There's a bat pinging around. I can hear it. It's been bouncing sonar off me for the last 10-15 minutes, just trying to figure out who or what I am. Not really much for me to record, to be honest. I'm just sitting, relaxing, and letting the fire keep me warm. It's funny, I keep burning my legs, yet the back of me is freezing cold. So I'm wrapped up in a t-shirt scarf, trying to keep the chill off from behind whilst enjoying the heat from the front. But, such is life, because I'm after heat as opposed to heat, like radiated heat for me, rather than cooking. I'm just literally just shoving wood in the top, getting it to burn vertically, draw the flames up, more fire, so I get more heat. Right. You, son. Not me, sir. Please, no. Sorry, lad. Everyone's got to do their bit. Green King IPA. It's quite a It's quite a weak one. I think it's only 3.6%, which is why I had the JLAL last night, because that's more like 4.5%, 5%. That echoed around the whole quarry. Oh no, sir, no, oh no, oh. Yeah, that'll do. More fire. I'm starting to sound like a pyro, aren't I? I'll stop talking now. We'll just look at the fire for a minute. Well, the fire is burned down. I've got some more kindling, but I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow morning, in case it's a particularly chilly morning and I feel like having a fire to warm myself up. So I'm just going to pack up the bits and pieces that are around here, pop the lantern up to full so I can see what I'm doing. I'll join you back in the tent in a minute. Right, back in the tent. Thought it was a bit colder tonight, so I whipped out the old super reliable emergency whistle that has a thermometer on the side of it. And yeah, sure enough, it was registering around about 2.5 degrees, whereas last night it was hovering around 6, 7. Might have dipped to 5 in the middle of the night, but I wasn't really aware of it. So yes, expecting a somewhat chillier night tonight. The wind's died down, which is good. So inside the tent, hopefully my body heat will warm it up a little bit in here, and I'll probably be fully dressed in the sleeping bag tonight. I'm not going to muck around like I did last night. See my breath, can't you? But really enjoyable evening nonetheless. I'm going to catch some sleep because I've noticed that I have these scary bags appearing under my eyes and they don't go away. So yes, even though I slept in until like 9:30 yesterday, still wasn't particularly good sleep apparently, so we shall try again. Maybe tonight it will be good sleep. I'm doubtful because of the temperature, but hey, you never know. See you in the morning. Oh, wake up call from the sheep this morning. It's over at 7 o'clock, yeah? You're playing out, you lot. There is rain due in the not too distant future though, so I think I'm going to clamber out of my hole and go and get some breakfast on. I won't be able to record much more video because I'm pretty much out of space, so it'll be short snips. Right, fire's lit, just boiling up the rest of the water. Gonna make a cup of coffee, gonna make up some oats, get scoffing them, and then get that tent packed down. The skies are blue at the moment, which is quite deceptive, but the forecast is definitely that the rain's going to be coming through around about an hour from now, so I don't want to risk it. If I can put my tent down while it's dry and then just sit around waiting for the rain to come, that's fine by me. Right, I think pot's boiling. Yep, pot's boiling. Off you come, my dear. Right, I'm going to put these in there and start getting going. So it's still peaceful here, very peaceful this morning. That's just sitting, the water's in it, it's just got to sit there for a minute. Coffee's ready to go, except I don't want to burn my mouth. Fire's trickling away last of the wood. Once that's burned out, I'll be able to pack it down. But it's still just very peaceful and calm. My intuition tells me that I'm not going to get rained on, and that the weather forecast is wrong, but as I said, I don't want to risk it. try and blow on this coffee so I can drink it. Okay, fire's dying down. Porridge is gone. It was good. It was good porridge. So I'm going to reuse the kindling bag to store this dirty boy. Oh, look at that. Downside of using this kind of kindling is it's even worse than the using like spruce and other coniferous stuff. It's makes a right old mess of your pans. But hey-o, it also creates lots of heat and boils your water really fast and gives you a campfire without any trees. So I'll take it. So I'm going to pack up now and go and pack down the tent. See you in a minute. Right, everything is out of the tent and ready to go into the bag. I'm tempting fate slightly by waiting as long as possible to actually take the tent down, because it is not quite dry on the inside. It's close, it's very close. I might do what I did yesterday and just take the zip the outer up and then unclip it, take it off and fly it like a kite in the wind. See if I can get it to dry off a bit quicker. Oh, sleeping pad. I lied, the tent's not empty. Right, the tent is gone, all packed up inside. Currently trying to decide whether I go out the bottom end of the quarry, but that involves dancing over some rocks and some marshy bits, or do I go out the top end of the quarry, but that involves, over there's a rock ledge just there, you have to actually go up and over to get out of the quarry. I think I'm going to try it, see how I get on. It's now 8:30. This is the bit I'm talking about. I'll try and clamber up there, under there, and up onto there, and then skirt around that rock onto that ledge with a 30-kilo bag on my back. Still can't believe how clear this water is. Right. If you never hear from me again, well, actually I'll never upload this video if I kill myself here. Oh well, so assume I must have lived. Well, that wasn't glamorous. Involved a fair bit of butt shuffling. But I'm up, and I'm on, and we're on our way out. And I didn't hurt myself. Goodbye, Foggington Quarry. Back out onto the moors. It's quite calm on the moors this morning. Stiff breeze blowing, but it's not really blowing that hard. Probably sounds really loud down the microphone. So back past the farmhouse there, and we're on to a winner. I'll get with you back at the car. Oh, it's nice to get out of that wind for a minute. So that's that. I think a really successful couple of days. Got to test out 2 different potential wild camping venues for the future, both of which have worked out really well. Both of which, you know, they've got shelter, they've got water. You need to bring wood to the quarry, but to be honest, I might take wood next time I go down by the river as well, because you don't want to be faffing around in the woods trying to. And it's all conifer that burns so fast and hot, and then it's gone. Yeah, really enjoyed myself. I'm going to go find myself some facilities and get myself home. Probably stop off for a hot breakfast on the way through somewhere. Porridge is nice, but I could do with a bit more. and then try and edit this and get it uploaded in some kind of reasonable time, rather than, you know, 6 to 8 months it took me to put the last one up. Whew. Right, I'm home, safe and sound. Thoroughly enjoyed that trip. Need to take all this gear back inside now. If you liked it, like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have a comment to add, put it in the comments below. I don't have very many followers or very many views, so if you have a comment to put in there, I will most certainly see it and I will most certainly respond to it. Perhaps some advice, your thoughts on what I've been doing, better ways to do it, things you'd like to see more of or less of, that kind of thing. But until then, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you later. Bye.